everybody, Vanden from Moondragon Fitness here, and today, resistance bands. So I have a really good friend of mine who is kind of homebound and going through some situations right now where the accessibility of a gym or workout equipment is somewhat limited. Resistance bands are great. So you're in luck today because for my friend John, I'm actually going to be recording 3 different workout routines that you can do with these. So the PDF or the file for this workout will also be in the notes, so you can download it and follow along, and you can also use it as a matrix to keep track of your workout. So the first thing that we have in routine 1 at the top of the page is a full body work exercise. Now the full body exercise is not going to use a band. So for that one, it's just kind of getting the whole body moving to get started. So we have squat to overhead reach. So what you're going to do here is just squat and reach. And we're going to do about 10 to 12 of these. So you'll do 10 to 12 of these here. And you want to come to a nice, if you can get your elbows to touch your knees and stretch all the way up. Through your whole workout, you want to make sure you're always breathing nice, relaxed, long breaths in and out as you go through it. And always go at your own pace, do what you're comfortable with. Okay, so that's the first exercise that we do. The second one is a chest exercise. And for this one, with the band, what you're going to do is you're going to take it, you're going to wrap it around your shoulders, like so. And you might want to start with the lightest band that you have in your collection and see how that feels. So all you're going to do here is push out and back. You're going to go for about 10 to 12 of these, and you want to press all the way out and always control coming back. Everything that we're going to be doing with resistance bands today, you always want to make sure you control the band, so you don't want to let it go fly back. Nice and slow, and let those muscles really work through it. Again, about 10 or 12. And you'll notice on the record sheet, you can write your pounds and your reps. So your pounds, you would write, if you did a red, you would write down red for this exercise, and then write down if you did 12 reps. That way over time, you can see, wow, I've been doing the red for a while, maybe let me try the black one. Okay, next exercise for our back, we're going to be doing standing bent band rows. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stand in the middle, and I'm just going to pull my elbows behind me. Okay, so I'll give you a side view of this. Stand, drive those elbows back. So this works those lat muscles. It's important to keep our posture like this. We don't want to be with a bowed back. Try to keep almost like a skier position, as I like to call. Drive those elbows back. Do about 10 or 12 of those. Then we go into our shoulder workout. So for this one, these are delt presses. So there's a couple different ways we can do these. One is you can stand in here and you can lift and press straight up. And again, come to full extension and let it down slow. It's very important to always control the band. Let those muscles work. You don't want to just let gravity take over. So this is one way this could be done. Another way is that we could do it seated, depending on what each person's conditions are. If you happen to be in a situation where what's great about these bands is you can even do these even if you're in a wheelchair or just having trouble with mobility for your legs, you can still do strength training. And you can just do it like this. So I'm sitting on the one side of the band and I'm pressing up. What's really nice about bands too is you can do a lot of things to modify the resistance. So for example, if this was too hard, I could reach in closer and make it a little bit easier. If that was too easy, I just grab out farther. The farther I grab out, the shorter I make those bands and the more resistance that I can create. So the next one that we have is a bicep exercise. And for this, we're just going to step on one part of the band. The other part we're going to grab and curl. Just like so. Same thing here. If this was too easy, I could widen my stance and that will put more resistance on the bands. I could also grab out farther and that will create more resistance for me. Same thing here, as always with all rules. Nice and slow. I don't want to let them fall down. I want that muscle to work on that descent. So the next one is horizontal tricep pulls. So what we want to do is have our elbows up like this, turn sideways. So I'm sort of creating a cross with my body like a T. We want to make sure we keep those elbows intact. Also make sure your shoulders are down. We don't want our shoulders up at our ears. And all we're going to do here is pull apart. Keeping, nothing really moves here except from the elbow to the hand. And this is a really good tricep stretch. And again, if this was too easy, you could just grab in closer and pull. If it's too hard, you grab out farther. Okay. And then for our legs, we have clam shells. So what these are, is we're going to come in here and with the band, we'll have to double loop it like so. Just kind of loop the band and I'm going to put it in around my legs and I want to have it on my thighs just below the knees. And from here, I'm just going to come out. I want to make this 90-degree angle here. And I'll do about 10 or 12 of these, and then you want to make sure you switch and go to the other side and do the other side. 10 to 12 of these. And you want to create that 90-degree angle and stretch these out. It's really great for working inside and outside of the legs. And then we have our core session. So at the end of each of these routines, we're going to do a core work exercise. So we don't need the bands for these. Our first one is just crunches. So what we're going to do is just be laying back and squeeze and contract the core muscles, pressing in. Do about 10 or 12 of those. And really feel those muscles contract. And then when you're done with them, what we do is we get up and we go through that whole routine again. So you'll go through, first one you'll do is a squat to overhead reach. And then you'll go into the standing band press and so on. So we'll go through all of them one more time through. Then you rest. So after each one you rest maybe 30 seconds to a minute or however long, you catch your breath again. And then you go through it again. Over time you'll be able to keep track of your reps and what kind of pounds you're using, and you can increase it a little bit. Maybe you decide that you want to give the next band up a try for that exercise, or you could even increase your reps sometimes. I wouldn't go above 20 and I wouldn't go below 8. Anywhere in there is good. 12 is kind of a good little magic number. But if you're getting to the point where maybe you want a session where you really want to test the cardio and you do 20 on all of them, if you get to the point where you're doing more than 20, then I would probably increase the weight and go to the next band and drop your number. So hope this is helpful, and again, there will be another video with a whole nother group of exercises for band workouts. So enjoy. If anybody ever has any questions about these routines, or you would like to work with me as a personal private trainer virtually, in person, live, send me a message, vanden@moondragonfitness.com or 717-507-6019. Bye-bye.